How's it going, guys? My name is SCH Sheepy and today I am back with another video, and today I'm actually going to be saying goodbye to PS3 and Xbox 360, and in the background is some infected. But before you guys go ham at me, it is kind of the end. Well, not kind of the end, it is slightly the end of this generation of consoles, which is the PS3 and the Xbox 360, because if you didn't know, today marked the day where the PS4 came out for North America, so Canada and the US, and it will go around on the 29th, and Xbox on the 22nd. So if you're watching this a bit later than those days, then you'll probably be wondering when this recording was. But yeah, that basically shows that this generation of consoles is now PS4 and Xbox One. It's crazy. Well, it's kind of the PS4. It's not completely done yet, but in the next 7 days it will be done. And the PS3 and Xbox 360, as weird as I've got to say it, it will be old consoles. Like, I know it's very, very strange, but it's going to be an old console. It's not going to be the current console, which is weird, and I don't know how to say that at all. And yeah, that doesn't actually mean that it's over. It doesn't mean that the PS3 and the Xbox 360 will just shut down. Xbox Live will just close down, and PSN will just close down on this generation of consoles, because there's still 5 more years of games like the Call of Duty franchise and stuff like that, which will still be on this gen. And then after 5 years you have to go on to next gen if you still want to get next gen and still want to kind of game, basically, unless you want to get PC and stuff like that. And I've had PS3 since the day after release date of that console, and I've actually had the Xbox 360 for like 4 months, if you guys didn't know. But if you have been a loyal subscriber, which I thank you very much if you have been, you would know that I got the Xbox 360 and didn't enjoy it that much, which was a kind of a massive shame, I've got to say. And I think it was just because I had the PS3 anyway. And yeah, so that kind of shows that I've been on it for a long time, and I absolutely loved the PS3. I loved it so much. A lot of people hated it, but I loved this generation of consoles. I loved it so much more than the PS2, maybe because I was only 7 at the time, but it's weird thinking that I was 7 when I got PS3, which is kind of strange. But yeah, that means that I had a long time, and if you think about it, I'll be like 21 on the next generation of consoles. And sorry about that, guys, I got distracted, so I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, I'm going to continue what I was saying. So yeah, I'll be 21 when it's kind of out and stuff, like when the next one, PS5 and stuff, is out, and that's crazy. And I don't know where I'll be by then, because yeah, it's a long way away. And I'm basically going to say the goods and bads of this generation of consoles. So I'm going to start off with the goods, and the first one is the new, not new franchises, but how franchises have become extremely big on this one. So for example, Call of Duty, when the PS3 came out, which I'm not sure about the Xbox 360 whether they had Call of Duty 3, but when the PS3 came out, the first COD on PS3 was Call of Duty 4, and that became massive. Ever since, Call of Duty has been massive, and I think for one general reason, and that is online. Online made so many games so much better, because let's be honest, multiplayer made Call of Duty, like the single player was lacking, and there wasn't zombies or anything like that. Multiplayer completely changed it, and it made it into the game it is today, and it definitely made the console be amazing. And if you kind of think about it, if there wasn't online now, then Call of Duty wouldn't exist. I'm sure they would have just closed it off at Call of Duty 3 and stuff like that. But then luckily there was online, and it was all amazing, and yay, and yeah, that was good. And then it was FIFA. FIFA wasn't as big as PES before PS3, and that was a big shock. Not a big shock. It was a big shock that FIFA actually became bigger than it actually was at the time, because at the time they were really small. Not really small, but they were kind of how PES are now. Like, not many people respected them as a really good soccer like company and stuff like EA, and now they're completely massive, and no one cares about PES. And you never know, there might be a 2K15 FIFA 4 FIFA. Yeah, FIFA. No, not FIFA. what could they call it? 2K15 football, and that would be really awesome. And I probably would actually change, and you never know, that could actually happen. And then there's also Battlefield. Battlefield became massive, and so many franchises became massive. But I spent most of my time on Call of Duty, GTA, and FIFA during this generation of consoles. And look at that hacker. And yeah, so I spent a long time on those games, so I didn't actually have much of other games which I kind of chose, but that was one massive thing, and I think multiplayer was extremely massive. And then you got this, the new menus and stuff like that. Like the PS2 menu was pathetic, and they updated it with this, and the Xbox 360 menu was amazing, and all those Xbox 360 types, and how games could like run all day and not get overheated and stuff like that. And then there was those exclusives like The Last of Us, which became extremely popular, Infamous, Uncharted, well, what was it, there was some stuff on Xbox. I can't actually remember the Xbox ones, the early Xbox and stuff like that, because I didn't actually play Xbox 360 at the time, and I was like 8 or 9 when I was actually when I didn't actually care about like games like that and stuff like that, where I only played COD, FIFA, and Grand Theft Auto. But there was so much on this generation of consoles, like the amount of hours, think about it, the amount of hours you've played on the PS3 or the Xbox 360 is just breathtaking. Probably it's just crazy how many days that is, how many years that is. It would be awesome if it could tell you. Hopefully they'll do that for PS5 and the Xbox 2 maybe. I don't know what they're going to call the Xbox after that. But there was so much and so many good things, but there were also bad things, and the bad things were like there wasn't many bad things, but for example the PS3 menu was pathetic. I'm not gonna lie, it was really laggy, and it was boring to look at, and it's still really slow, and it takes forever to load, and it was really slow playback time. And also the new graphics were amazing. And then there was the controller on the PS3, which was really weak and stuff like that. And it was just a shame to see that in a franchise, but now it's became better than actually probably the PS2 for the PS4. And there was the Xbox 360 troubles, which we had it not being very popular at the start, and it was kind of really lacking with the arcade and stuff like that. I don't think that's an actual 360, I'm not sure. Someone will correct me in the comments, I'm sure of it. And yeah, we had so many problems with this, not so many, but it was definitely got fixed up quickly. And also PSN getting hacked. I'm sure that there wasn't actually many bad things in the Xbox 360, and I think Xbox 360 kind of did well. It didn't get as many sales as PS3, but I think it kind of took the true gamers a lot, and the PS3 didn't. But I'm sure that the PS4 and the Xbox One will be kind of quite fair this time. I'm not sure. I'm going to say that honestly. I think it will be quite fair, and two will both be very interesting. And that's all I've basically got. Like, that's all I've got about this generation of consoles. And then I think about next generation of consoles, and maybe entertainment will be the thing we look at in 7 years' time and say that was the thing which made this generation of consoles, because we didn't have that at the start. We didn't have Netflix. Netflix wasn't around, and that was basically entertainment in general. There wasn't like amazing Sky. There was just a shitty Sky which you couldn't record or anything like that, and it was all that stuff. And now you can all do it in one. I think a lot of people are going to take that for granted, but it's actually amazing, because how they can do that, I'm sure, is a positive, and I'm not sure why people complain about that being it just a gaming console, because maybe a gaming console isn't that advanced. And the PS4 will definitely be coming in place, but the Xbox All-in-One system will be amazing at the start, I'm sure of it. It won't be that credited at the start, but I'm sure it will get better and better, and the PS4, I can imagine, will get a lot better in entertainment as well. So if you enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you next time, and hopefully you'll be watching my Xbox One videos. Good.